Welcome back.
What up, everybody? We are back again on live.
Another week. Another week has gone by.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah. So I mean, if you didn't catch last week, we did a Facebook Live. Last week before that, we did the AEW All Out prediction show, which kind of lost ourselves.
You quite a bit, yes.
Yeah. But anyways, so SmackDown is actually just on. So just thought I'd come on here and talk a bit again. I know that we talked about last week restaurants and stuff like that.
Yes.
We were talking, actually, you brought this up when we were watching TV, and I thought it was very cool because Kyle and I are both fans of the culinary shows.
Right.
I grew up watching them. I know you grew up watching them.
Yes.
Talk about some of our favorite shows that we have watched.
Right.
I'll start with you, I guess.
I mean, when I was at first dove into the world of food and culinary and food shows was probably mid-90s, I'd say, or maybe a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
And this was in a time period where there was the original Iron Chef show on that took place in Japan, and The Essence of Emerald, and Sarah Moulton Live, and Christine Cushing Live, and Walk with Yen Can Cook.
Yeah.
I am familiar. You said that you didn't watch, but I would watch periodically from time to time. The Galloping Gourmet.
Yes.
And Pasquale's Kitchen.
That was actually the first show I watched when I was little.
Yeah.
And I used to pretend to be the chef, wanting a red chef hat.
Yeah.
And I would sing like him, and poorly, might I add.
Yeah.
But, cooking with my first restaurant worker and sometimes my mom. We would cook, we would bake, even pretend to do that.
Yeah.
So that's, that's the main reason why I love cooking shows, and why I wish I could have a more accessible surrounding in my apartment to do it myself. I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot of people here are good cooks, but it would be awesome to do it yourself.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But, we talked about, Yan Can Cook and Walk with Yan. And what was interesting about that show was there was two separate Cantonese guys. I guess they're brothers.
Yes.
Martin Yan and the other one.
Chris,
yeah. So one from the 70s, and I thought, okay, that guy looks completely different.
Yeah.
And then why I didn't watch that too much, but watching the other guy quite a bit. But yeah, I think that's where it all started, was me watching in the early 90s Pasquale and the Urban Peasant.
Yes.
And Yan Can Cook. And I think Lydia's Kitchen, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
There was another Italian lady that cooked. But, then you go on to Mario Batali and License to Grill.
Yes.
A lot of other cool shows.
Oh, yeah. There was something I thought of a while ago. It's basically a trivia question.
Yeah, I like those.
It has to do with seeing as how we're on the topic of food and cooking shows and that. Who is the only chef to be on both Iron Chef, the original series, and Iron Chef America as an Iron Chef?
I obviously know the face, and he's also an actor, but honestly can't remember his name.
Then we're probably not thinking the same person.
Oh no, we are definitely. Well, okay, you tell me who you're thinking about.
Masahiro Morimoto.
Yeah, that's probably who I'm thinking about too.
He was an Iron Chef on the
Japan.
Original Iron Chef, and then when they introduced Iron Chef America, he became an Iron Chef on that show too.
Yeah. I learned cuisine.
Yeah. And it's funny though, because of course you have the original Iron Chef show, then of course Iron Chef America, and then it was maybe 3 years later or so ish, there was Iron Chef Canada.
Oh.
Yes, there is a Canadian version of Iron Chef. And the reason why I know this is because I've seen a couple episodes of it, and there actually was a couple of chefs on that show that have also appeared on the show Wall of Chefs.
Oh, okay.
Susur Lee.
Yeah.
Rob Feeney.
Kristen Cushing.
Len Crawford.
Yeah, yes, Len Crawford. Yeah.
But even like you look at the American, like, okay, you look at the Iron Chefs for the original show. Morimoto, of course.
Yeah.
I'm more than likely not going to remember the names of the other Iron Chefs, but they're, fairly big names.
Yeah.
In, Japan, of course. Morimoto is, of course, the stand-up because he's been on TV for 20 years, 25 years.
Right.
But then, you go to Iron Chef America.
Yeah.
And you've got Morimoto, Bobby Flay, Mario Batali, Michael Simon.
Yes. Emerald.
Alex Guarnaschelli.
Okay.
There's a few new Iron Chefs, and it's like, man, they have some big names. And even when you look at like the Canadian version, Susur Lee, Rob Feeney, Len Crawford,
Yeah.
Amanda, I can't remember what her name is. There's a couple other ones, and like talk about your culinary hitters, if you will.
Right. I thought I was gonna burp. Anyways.
Yeah, like before Iron Chef, before Bobby Flay was an Iron Chef on the American version,
Right.
he of course challenged, I believe, twice on the Japanese version. And I remember, I think he challenged both times Morimoto, I believe.
Right.
And I don't remember what the challenges were, but at the end of the 60 minutes, Bobby got help on the counter. Like you're standing on the counter, and he was standing on the cutting board, of course, there's a whole big uproar. Oh, you don't stand on the cutting board. You don't stand on the counter. It's and bad taste. It's a bad representation of whatever. And so the next time he went back and challenged Morimoto to another battle, he did the exact same thing, but before he got up on the counter, he took the cutting board, tossed it aside, and then got up on the counter.
Yeah. I had a trivia question for you, but unfortunately I can't remember all of his shows.
How many shows does Bobby Flay have?
No.
Oh.
No, there's another chef, Canadian chef.
Okay.
Long hair.
Michael Smith?
Michael Smith.
Michael Smith?
Yeah.
Well, he has Chef at Home.
Yes.
He had The Inn Chef.
Yes, that's the one.
He has Cooking with Michael Smith.
Yeah, something like that.
So he had like at least 3 shows. 3, maybe 4.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say 4. I know that when he got divorced from Rachel, he had another show.
Yeah.
With, I guess, his other wife or whatever.
Right.
And then, I didn't like that one very much. I thought the one that he did in, well, I mean, I'm sure they were both in PI.
Yeah.
But I thought his first show was a lot better.
Right, yeah.
But, yeah, I fell in love with Prince Edward Island. I've never been there still.
Yeah, yeah.
And I know that my aunt and uncle, my uncle and my former aunt are actors.
Yeah.
And she did a play a few times for Anna Green Gables.
Oh,
so he would come over and he told me a few times about how beautiful Prince Edward Island is, and the vegetables, when you put them in boiling water, you pick them and then you put them in boiling water and the water turns like a reddish color because of the soil or whatever.
Right.
I don't know why I thought that was neat, but when you look at watching Chef at Home and he goes all through whatever town he is, and it's a pretty fucking good town. It looks beautiful.
Well, even watch Chef at Home and just, it was only his kitchen is where most of the episodes took place. But like, you look at his house and it was a very nice house, and then out in his backyard, big beautiful backyard, and then you could literally walk so many steps and you're at the beach and at the ocean, and just literally have the ocean in your backyard.
Yeah. Now I have to do my fucking... Sorry. Now I gotta do my fucking research. But see, that's beautiful right there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
53.
6'4", yeah.
66. Oh, he's 6'4",
Yeah,
yeah.
he's 6'4".
Right.
Now, I'm not saying he's born in '64. I'm saying he is 6'4". The Inn Chef, Chef at Home, Chopped Canada, the Canadian. Yeah.
So yeah, it says he was born in New York, but he lives in Canada.
Right.
So he's a Canadian transplant.
Right.
Anyhow, and it's kind of funny, a lot of the even actors like Mr. Dressup, you would think, because they did a lot of these shows in Canada, they're Canadian, but they're actually not.
They're born in New York or Chef at Large. That was the other one he had. Chef abroad.
Oh, fuck yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, so don't really.
Yeah, 99 was the In Chef.
Yeah,
Chef Michael's Kitchen.
Chef at Home. There's a lot of things here. I'm just trying to figure out, like, it shows what his second wife or his first wife's name was, or his second wife's name was, but I'm pretty sure it was Rachel.
I believe his first wife, yes, was Rachel.
So, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to try to see if I'm smarter. But it's a good show, and I really enjoyed watching it. I didn't see a lot of the second show that he did, but yeah, Chef at Large is another one.
Yeah.
So, and then of course you have like the Barefoot Contessa.
Yes.
There's Nigella Lawson. Nigella Lawson. That one that
Guy Fieri.
I did have a crush on her actually at some point.
Yes.
But yeah, Guy Fieri for sure. It's funny because my dad had come over a couple weeks ago and he says to me, "Oh, there's Bobby Flay's on TV, the guy that makes the coffees." And I'm like,
Bobby Flay's been on TV for fucking 25 years.
Yeah. Oh, he doesn't fucking watch cooking shows.
Well, I know your dad probably isn't into the cooking shows, but it was like, Bobby Flay's been on TV for, it's gotta be 25 years.
And the motherfucker doesn't even age. I mean, I just don't understand it. Like it's the same as when I started watching him in the 9th grade.
Yeah.
And that was 21 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit.
Do you remember what the very first show he did was called?
I was going to say Backyard Barbecue. That's not it.
No.
I might know, but I'm going to need to.
I believe the very first show he had, we're talking 97, 98.
Okay.
Maybe 98, 99. Anyways, I believe the very first show he had was called Hot Off the Grill with Bobby Flay.
Okay. That's cool. I may or may not have seen it, though.
Well, then, of course, you go into, of course, Bobby being an Iron Chef and Iron Chef America beat Bobby Flay. There was another show that Bobby had where he would be challenged by a home cook, and they would have a certain amount of time to make a dish, and it would be tasted by judges, and the judges would have to choose what dish they like best. It's along the same lines as Beat Bobby Flay, but the rules for Beat Bobby Flay are very different. I can't remember what it was called.
Mm.
And then he's got is it Breakfast at Bobby's?
Oh.
Brunch at Bobby's, I think is what it's called. But he's got he's another one that has had a whole bunch of shows on TV.
There's a few other shows I watch, and I claim not to be a fan of children, but watching shows like
Chop Jr.,
Duff and Hillary's
Kids Baking Championship.
There's a guy and Rachel Ray had one too.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, but it's fascinating to me what children can do.
Oh yeah, like you have these kids between the ages of 6 to 13, let's say, and they're friggin' making cakes and making souffles and making like high quality dishes that you would expect from a 25-30 year chef at a restaurant. And here they are, not even been on this planet for very long, like, 5, 6 years old, 7 years old, whatever, and they can cook just as well as somebody with double or more than double their experience. Is insane.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know if I mentioned this last week, but speaking of Iron Chef Jr., not Iron Chef Jr.
Iron Chef Jr.
That'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah, really, eh?
Chopped Jr.
Right.
There's a girl who had said, and I know I mentioned this to you, how she loves spicy food, like as myself.
Yes.
And she was 10, or she's 10, and her appendix exploded.
Right.
And I thought that was weird.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm different from everyone else. I don't know how I could tell if my fucking exploded. But yeah, that's weird. I love spicy food, and it kind of made me question things. So I know last weekend was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
For myself.
Yeah, exactly.
But also you watch shows. But like, somebody going downtown or going to different restaurants. And it's usually comedians that do that. Like James Cunningham and Eat Street.
Yes.
And John Catucci.
Yes.
With You Gotta Eat Here.
Yeah.
But you also have, Guy Fieri doing that with Diners, Drivers, and Dives.
Yes.
So those shows are pretty cool as well.
Yeah.
And I know for like You Gotta Eat Here, Peterborough has been on the show many times.
At least 3, maybe 4.
And Port Hope has been on there once.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool as well.
Yeah. Like, did the Shish Kebab Hut, did Reggie's, did
Two dishes.
And there's another one he also did. Or maybe it was just those 3.
Yeah, I don't think.
But at least, like, for Peterborough to be recognized by a food, like a high caliber company like Food Network, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see something like that.
And for, like, people to be a big fan of Shish Kebab Hut or Reggie's or Two Dishes to write in and go, hey, come to Peterborough, go check out this restaurant. You'll like it. Greek food or burgers or whatever is that. Two Dishes. And, yeah.
Like I know that as soon as I saw the Shish Kebab Hut on TV, I was like, shit, I want to go there.
Man.
I don't know if they exist anymore. There's a souvlaki.
I believe it still does.
Yeah.
There's the souvlaki pit.
Souvlaki, yes. That would be something to go to eventually. But
Yeah.
there's like a lot of good food there. Like, I mean, when we went to a banquet, or not a banquet, well, it was a fundraising thing, a kebab, and they had been catered by the souvlaki pit.
I believe it was actually the Shish Kebab Hut.
Oh, what's the Shish Kebab Hut?
I believe so, yes.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, they had, now, I love lamb, but they didn't have lamb.
Yeah.
But they had the chicken souvlaki.
Right, yes.
And the spinach dip, but it was a red pepper dip. That was cool.
Yeah. Red pepper and feta, I believe.
Yeah.
I had that. It was good, but my God. the salt content in that.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah. But see, that's the thing with cheese, though. Some of it is very salty, and as much as I love feta cheese, it's not something you should consume every day.
Yeah.
We just ordered a pizza from the pizza shack down the road.
Yeah.
And I usually like putting feta cheese or goat cheese on the pizza. This time I try something new.
Yeah.
It was good.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah,
this is it's nice talking about stuff like that. But we're just gonna go watch SmackDown. As you can tell, we're not doing the Wheels of Fury. We're gonna try to stretch it out a little bit because it's kind of hard to pick an episode to do that both of us know. Like, we can do, like, we've done top 10 or top 20 lists of, like we did musicians and bands and stuff. And I'm not a fan of sports, so
that would be out of the question.
Although it was kind of funny, not for you, but anyways, I'm trying to think about something else to do. Like, I know that I watch reviews myself, like Wrestling with Regret and all that. But we were just talking about Jim Ross and Tony Giovanni.
Yes.
So yesterday I watched Wednesday's episode of Dynamite, which I recorded on my PVR.
Right.
At the same time, earlier in that day, I watched Clash of the Champions, 1988.
Yes.
So that was pretty cool to see how far those two have come.
Yeah, like when we were doing our live chat on our Facebook and the Wheels of Fury page, I said, it's interesting how you have Tony Schiavone and Jim Ross do commentary for WCW. Of course, prior to that, we got Jim Ross and Bob Caudle doing commentary for the NWA.
Yeah.
And so then sometime later, of course, you got Jim Ross and Tony Schiavone. And then, of course, in 93, JR goes over to WWE. He debuts at WrestleMania 9.
Yeah.
Has a lengthy career with the WWE, 25, 30 years at least.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
almost 30 years, actually.
Parts ways with WWE finally. And then sometime later ends up joining AEW as a commentator. And
he did commentator. He was a commentator with Josh Barnett in New Japan.
Yeah.
Whether that was dubbed for New Japan, because I don't know if they were there like live.
Right.
I know that Steve Corino apparently was.
Yeah.
For one of those shows.
Yeah. Steve Corino and
Nigel McGuinness?
No. He used to do commentary regularly for Ring of Honor before Ian took over.
Caprice Coleman?
No. He also used to do, he did interviews for WWE as well.
I want to say Bobby Cruz, but I don't think
No, Bobby Cruz is the ring announcer.
That's what I thought, yeah.
I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
But him and
if you watch this, write it down.
Yeah, him and Steve Corino would call Wrestle Kingdom together.
Okay, yeah. I can't remember.
But it's interesting though, this how you have JR and Tony Schiavone do commentaries for WCW. In '93, JR goes to WWE, debuts WrestleMania 9, has a long, lengthy career with WWE, and Tony's still in WCW doing commentary there. Bobby Heenan and Steve McMichael, and, the whole Monday Night War thing and what have you. JR eventually leaves WWE. WCW closed down its doors, and then quite a few years later, like 18 years later, call it,
Yeah.
have Tony Schiavone and JR more or less reunite and do commentary for AEW.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool to see stuff like that. Even watching
Kevin Kelly, that was his name.
Kevin Kelly.
Kevin Kelly and Steve Corino would do commentary for Wrestle Kingdoms.
Oh, okay.
Wrestle Kingdom, yeah.
Yeah, I think I did see that. Now that you mention it, I did see something with Kevin Kelly in New Japan, and it must have been with Steve Corino.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kevin Kelly is another one that has done it pretty much. Well, he's not in AEW yet, as far as I know. He won't be there, but I think he's still in Ring of Honor. Maybe, actually, I haven't watched Ring of Honor in a long time, so.
Well, when Ring of Honor was still having shows regularly before the whole pandemic, it would be Ian Riccaboni and like Caprice Coleman doing commentary.
Yes.
So, and I haven't seen Kevin Kelly do commentary or on Ring of Honor in quite some time. So I don't know if he just does stuff backstage or he retired.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, the last time I saw Ring of Honor was when they did the whole highlight, like somebody would talk from their house. And, there's Dalton Castle in an episode, Marty Squill in an episode, somebody else, There's more that I need to watch.
This week's episode was the Bouncers.
You see, you're keeping up more than I am.
Well, I am watching it on a fairly regular basis because it's on right after Impact on Tuesday nights. And then, of course, they're showing, call it old school Ring of Honor.
Yes.
At midnight. And this week was actually pretty interesting. I'll watch a little, I don't watch all of it because it's beyond from midnight till maybe 1 in the morning or so, 1, 2 in the morning maybe. I usually watch a little bit of it before I go to bed. But this week, there was a tag team match with Eddie Edwards, partnered with Cassius Ohno or Chris Hero, and they were against Jay Briscoe and Kevin Steen.
Oh, wow.
And I think Kevin Owens, and he, I believe at that point in time, was the Ring of Honor World Champion.
Nice.
Yeah. But over the last few weeks and watching these episodes and talk about matches with people that were on Ring of Honor and now they're in WWE or on Impact and whatever, talk about Chris Hero and Kevin Steen, Kevin Owens. There was a couple episodes with Sammy Callahan. Of course, they're mentioning Eddie Edwards and Austin Aries and Bryan Danielson. Tyler Black as well, and it's just incredible.
Yeah. I'll have to start watching it again. I keep watching different shows on the PVR, deleting them, and I'm still on Impact and I'm still on Ring of Honor for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're watching them regularly now. We'll have to bring back This Week in Wrestling.
Yeah, really. Eh?
That would be something cool. That's in the future.
Yeah. Something I thought of, coming, we're going to be doing a prediction video for Clash of Champions coming up.
Yeah.
That's in 2 weeks. And of course, we're a couple episodes off of 200. I think when we do Clash of Champions predictions, it'll be 198.
199.
199.
Yeah, so.
Okay, so the prediction video will be 199, and then we'll do something special for 200.
So, yeah, just thinking about this now. We'll have Clash of Champions, and then the following week we'll have This Week in Wrestling. We should bring that back for 200.
Yeah.
Because now that we can keep up with Impact and Ring of Honor, we don't have to guess. Well, SmackDown, is kind of on a Friday. Yeah. So we'll see what we can do. If we have to do it on a Saturday, we will.
Right.
But, I mean...
Where I was just going with that, though.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Is, we'll do our projection video. Then for 200 episode, do whatever. But at some point, whether it be after a 200 episode, whatever, special. An idea that we could do that we haven't done in a little while is do a look back at, we can come up with ideas for what we want and do a look back at something.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And yeah, we can do This Week in Wrestling again. Talk about Raw, talk about Impact, talk about maybe Dynamite.
Yeah, that's thought of something too.
SmackDown being on a Friday, we'll have to work around that.
Yeah, I haven't even watched 205.
Yeah.
But because of the whole fucking pandemic, it's kind of difficult to keep up with a lot of these.
Yeah.
I'm glad we don't talk about Main Event or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because it is. It's one of those things where we'll do an episode and somehow we go over an hour and I try to edit it so it's not that long. Sometimes it's hard, but you try your best.
Yeah.
But this is just something I think we should do. So
we can do it once, bring it back, do a video. If it works out, maybe we'll continue to do it. If it doesn't work out, we'll scrap the idea and do something else.
Yeah.
Kind of a trial and error thing, if you will.
Yeah. And that's the thing that I need to think about is try to see what else we can do. And you want to throw out ideas, let's do that too. Because, well, that's our show.
Yeah.
And who knows how long we have another hiatus. Yeah. If I have to leave town for another 2.5 months, or who fucking knows, really.
Yeah.
But, we keep going when we keep going. And even when I was with my parents, I tried to get a new wheels. I know I said this before, trying to make another TV, make another Wheels of Fury page for us.
Yeah.
And sometimes that was difficult. So it's kind of a trial and error thing.
Yeah.
So for now, thanks.
Shut up.
Anyways, for now, we're just doing that on my channel.
Yeah.
And then go from there. I don't know what's wrong with your channel. We did a video on your phone.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was a shitty connection. Like the first time we did one, there was no audio.
Yeah.
And then the second one just didn't show up at all.
Well, what had happened was I had started to upload it when I was down here with you.
Right.
And then when I left here to go up to my apartment, and the transition from down here to up there,
But
the connection basically.
You believe in ghosts? I got we got something here. Kate says, "Do you believe in ghosts?"
You know, times you and I have hung out and been on your computer and watched the stuff on YouTube, and we have watched videos of suspicious things happening at certain places, and it's an apparition of some kind, and it's like, okay, there's obviously an explanation for it. Are there ghosts or family members that have crossed over that are around us still? I think so.
Yeah.
And there's been stories of bad things happening to people in instances where there's scratches on them or bruises or a handprint of some kind, and it's there are these mean kind of evil spirits, if you will, and they'll get in ghost hunter experts and psychics or mediums, and maybe have somebody come in that is a professional to get rid of the evil spirit, if you will, or help the family member of somebody cross over to the other side, if you will. And it's very interesting stuff.
Yeah.
And to say that you believe in ghosts is hard, because what is it that you can identify that you can 100% without a doubt in your mind and with conviction say you believe in ghosts?
Yeah, I for over 10 years or so, more than that, I've been a huge fan of paranormal and even ghosts. And I gotta say that the fact is, you don't know what's out there. And then that's the thing. That's kind of, and I don't want to blame any particular organization,
right,
or anything like that. But there are, there's skeptics out there.
Oh yeah, there's always going to be.
Whether you're a Christian, whether you're an atheist, and there's certain people that don't believe in ghosts. They don't believe in Bigfoot. They don't believe in Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah.
I can't honestly say for anything that there is no ghosts. There, you can't just say, "Oh, that's it. There's no ghosts. That's it. Ghosts. Right. There's no ghosts." That there's an explanation for why this is happening, and that's not true. There's a lot of certain places that are haunted.
Yes.
Especially, I've heard this place, not this room or anything like that, or apartment, but certain places are haunted.
Right.
Somebody said the elevator is haunted. So you have no idea, and you can't just willy-nilly dismiss something just because you haven't seen it.
Right.
Like, I often think that I'm an oxymoron because I don't believe in God, yet I believe in the paranormal and Sasquatch and cryptozoology, all that kind of shit. I believe in that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I have no proof.
Right.
There are pictures out there.
Yes.
Is it true? Are those pictures true? Are the footage that we see, is that true?
Is it real?
When you look at video clips of what you would think is Bigfoot or the Chupacabra,
yes,
or Yeti,
yeah,
most of the time, if not, it's grainy footage.
True.
And you can't see what the hell you're looking at. But there are certain videos where you look at and you go, yes, that's a clear image of a Sasquatch, of a Yeti, of a Yowie, of the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah.
And then you have fucking idiots, like, this is fake. That's just a guy in a costume.
Yeah.
Okay, where the fuck?
Prove it.
Where the fuck are you gonna get a costume like that?
Where the hell are you gonna get a costume that looks identical to Bigfoot? And what are you gonna stand on stilts, be 7-8 feet tall, and walk across the forest somewhere and have someone to take a video tape or picture of you being a douche?
Pretty much. But yes, I 100% believe in ghosts.
Yeah.
I know they're out there. I know they have to be out there.
Yeah.
And
even when you have people that have gone on a trip somewhere and taken pictures, and then whether it's on a digital camera or of course a camera that takes film, though, or that uses film, though, who fucking uses those things anymore.
yeah.
Everything is now either a digital camera or a fucking iPhone. But gone on a trip, taking pictures, and then the next day or when they go home, they're looking through the pictures, show them to their family, show them to their friends, and in one of the pictures, you'll see a little light orb, if you will, floating in the picture, and it's okay, how do you explain that? It's there's been a lot of instances where pictures have been taken by people at night, let's say, or in a poorly lit room, a dark room, whatever, and there's this little light orb in the picture.
Yeah.
There's got to be an explanation for that.
When you also take into consideration that there are certain things that you can't explain, like an elevator just moving by itself, or a swing just moving by itself. Okay, you can say it's the wind, but some people have seen that shit happen and there's no wind.
Yeah.
So, explain that. Yeah. And that's the thing. There's a video on YouTube that somebody posted, and you know what? You can say it was staged. Okay, if it makes you happy. There's a lady, and she's got her daughter with her. Her daughter's got to be 3 at the time, maybe 2, who knows. She's an infant. So, they're talking, and the daughter says something that shocks the mother. The mother hasn't heard this coming out of her daughter's mouth, and it was a name. And it was the name of what the lady's late grandmother used to call her when she was little.
Right.
The daughter had no idea who this person was that died. Didn't know what the nickname was. So you tell me that
how would this little girl all of a sudden just go turn to her mom and go whatever the nickname was.
Yeah.
Like there's some really spooky and mysterious and eerie shit go on.
But I do understand when people will point their finger and be skeptical, because nowadays you've got like CGI
Yeah.
and camera tricks. That's obviously CGI, but things that make you go, yeah, you know what, that's fucking fake. And so, I just look at it and go, well, yeah, but also this, or also this. I don't know. I think it's people jumping to a conclusion.
Yeah.
Just because I say I don't believe in God, I'm not saying God doesn't exist. I'm just telling you I don't believe in God.
Right.
So,
yeah,
that's kind of my rant for the day. But thank you, Kate, for that. I really see this is what we wanted for the last 4 years or 3 years, I guess, is questions from people, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah. So whenever you guys see next time we do a YouTube live, hell, Facebook live, and you're following us on the Wheels of Fury Facebook page, drop us a question.
That would be amazing.
It can be, anything, like this. Do we believe in ghosts? It can be, something wrestling related, something sports related. Well, maybe I would be more apt to answer that than Matt. Movie related, TV show related, anything.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I hope I answered your question. I hope you like the answer I gave anyways.
Yeah.
So, yeah, anyways, that was fun. Then, we'll be back. Got an appointment. So, we'll be back in 2 weeks. And, if you think about it, we'll probably do another one. Well, we'll do another one of these at some point.
Yeah.
If not, in 2 weeks.
Right.
But anyways, for me and Matt and Killer Kyle, and thank you, Kate. So, we'll talk to you later. Deuces.
Peace, y'all.